As we travel across Europe, we encounter different languages, of course. We speak pretty much fluent English, and not much else really. So what do we do about the language barriers that we face? Because we've got we always travel through France, of course, because we come over on the tunnel from England, and then we're into France, so we encounter French speaking people. We go through Belgium at times, so they pretty much speak French as well. And then we've got Germany, so we encounter German speaking. And of course, if you've been watching recently, we go up through the Nordic countries and into Sweden, so there's Swedish as well to continue to contend with. But mostly, because we spend quite a lot of time in Spain, we encounter Spanish speaking people as well. Now, how do we get around all that? And it's I was chatting with somebody the other day, and it's like, well, no wonder the English don't speak foreign languages, because everybody else speaks English, don't they? There's some truth to that, but it's not entirely true. So if you're in big cities, getting over the language barrier, if you don't speak the local language, is not too bad, because you'll find that a lot of people in big cities do speak English, because it's sort of a more of a sort of standard business language across Europe. Indeed, the language taught in Sweden as a second language is English, and you get a lot of the Swedish students that come over to England to top up that sort of language learning in English. So it's not too bad. A lot of the older generation in Sweden really don't speak English, and why should they? And I don't make the presumption that everybody else should speak English so that they can understand me. I really do. Well, we really do try to have a go at any of the local languages that we encounter wherever we are. We use these a lot, and with a lot of people have sort of mentioned this to us, and we've had this on the phones for a long time, and it is called Google Translate. It is excellent, and it will pretty much translate English into any other language. And you can download the language. If you haven't got the internet connection at the time, you do need to have downloaded the language file onto your phone. So if I was in Spanish, asking the way to the local station, maybe, where is the train station, I type that in English, and I need my reading glasses to read this up close. So I would have a go at this, and then if that didn't work, I'd show them the written down. So my having a go at the Spanish for where is the train station is ¿Dónde está la estación de trenes? Who knows? They might understand it, they might not. But if they say, huh? I'll just go, look here, and mostly everybody's so helpful. No matter what country you're in, they understand that you're trying to have a go at the language, and the Google Translate really does help. So if you're thinking about traveling across Europe and you're worried about the language barriers, or what language should you learn? Should you learn Spanish, French, German, Chinese, Mandarin? What should you learn? Where you're going? Don't worry too much. If you're in mainland Europe, Google Translate will come and save you from any really, really tough situations. So that's pretty much it from me today. I just wanted to have a little chat about the language barrier that we face if we haven't learnt a language. I know a lot of people in England have learnt French, or they've learnt Spanish. It's great, and I would always recommend that. But if you haven't learnt a language, like I haven't, have a go with Google Translate. Really have a go. You quickly type up something, and with Google Translate you can also, if I clear that away and go back, you can use the camera to photograph any written down stuff. So menus no longer a problem, signs are no longer a problem. You can it says you can do handwriting, so maybe it will translate handwriting if you're using your finger to write. Conversation mode, if the other person, now I have tried this with another person, and they weren't really tuned in. They were French, they weren't tuned into the conversation thing immediately, but I speak into this, it speaks in their language, and then they can reply into my phone, and it will then speak English to me, so we can have a conversation. Or you can just translate. If you can't type fast enough, you can just click on the voice on the microphone thing and speak to Google Translate, and it will then translate into the language that you've chosen. And you can switch languages pretty easily. So if you're crossing borders and you're going from France to Spain, switch from French to Spanish, pretty easy. And there you are. It can get confusing if you're traveling through a lot of countries, trying to switch your brain in from French and saying bonjour to people as you go along, or whatever, saying hello, to the Spanish way of saying hello, hola. We ended up the first couple of days in Spain saying bonjour to people. Luckily a couple of those people were French. so it wasn't too bad. I think they were wondering how we knew they were French, rather than we were making a mistake. But there you go. Language barriers all fixed with Google Translate. Get it on your phone, and it can be your saviour in language situations. Anyway, I hope you found that useful. If you did, give us a thumbs up on the button below, and don't forget to subscribe. Press that subscribe button, the little ding dong bell icon next to it, so that we can send you a reminder whenever we upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to see you again soon. Bye bye for now.